As we mentioned earlier, inside one power headline stories, we get representative now from the All People's Congress APC party for counsel with the outcome of the meeting where they gave the international community and then party office. We want for welcome Abdul Karim Kamara, AKK, from the All People's Congress publicity wing of the party. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Australian. Good morning to all listeners. Good morning to everybody.
Okay, in Abdul Karim Kamara, member of the All People's Congress APC party publicity wing, national publicity wing inside the program. As we mentioned earlier, will be the expect pope, but Indon can represent him now the studio. Usman.
Inside the program, we continue to look at issues. Also, some APC supporter them say then go to the party office because they want for listen for themselves, waiting the moral ground to them go talk because they don't believe the APC leadership for explain to them waiting come out na this meeting. Well, Samura Kamara gets more and gonna report.
The tripartite committee be make 80 recommendation them as we for start this implementation. Government for set up a committee we get for do with only party them we involve and they be don't set roadmap for the implementation as we foresee how far them don't go. Make the first time vice president of the Gambia, Aja Fatmata Jallo Tambajang, head one delegation we ECOWAS, Commonwealth, United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, they part of, for can engage with the different party them in October 15 this year. Now time for make them meet with the All People's Congress APC party at the party headquarters. After this meeting, CD Yahya Tunis, National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party, been talked to the media.
Now an assessment of the implementation of the Agreement for National Unity. As we all know, in October 2023, this delegation here been come for mediate between the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress. Where from that mediation day, the Agreement of National Unity born, we been get 8 resolutions. So today, then they have to see how far we don't go with the implementation of the 8 resolutions they are so, and how much so we don't also go for implement the recommendations from the tripartite committee, where now one of the resolutions of the agreement for national.
But what in then discuss inside this meeting?
Discuss specifically the agreement for national unity. We go resolution by resolution. Almost we don't implement 100%. Which one then they in progress and which one they not started, and which waiting we feel say we need for do government and opposition for ensure say we implement them 100%. We also discuss the tripartite recommendations. Some of the committees that we don't hear say government don't begin for form. The roadmap we don't hear about, we discuss all of them things then day, and we feel say there is need for us and government for sit down for first of all try for make sure say we want look at the roadmap and make sure say whatever committee that is formed, the committee for reflect the setup we will be get with and set up the tripartite committee.
The roadmap. Now one way CD Tunis say the All People's Congress APC party no agree with. But why?
We haven't, because we know if we don't see the roadmap it officially, and we feel say the manner in which they don't go about for do the roadmap itself is wrong. The proposal we see as far as the steering committee concerned, we feel say it's wrong, and these are some of the discussions we will get today. And once we get the opportunity for sit with government as it is proposed by this mission, we go bring them issues then day to them.
What in identity I will not agree with?
First of all, I mean you not go do a roadmap for implement recommendations we largely hinge on electoral reforms, institutional reforms for strengthening the election system. You don't expect the government on its own for reforming itself. You don't expect, for example, when they talk say we want for reform ECSL, and you give the responsibility for let ECSL reform to ECSL itself. How you expect say that reform process they get for happen? So those are some of the concerns they will raise. Those are some of the issues we will raise with them, and we feel say we need for address immediately.
Before this meeting, this have been the situation at the APC party office. As APC party supporter them, they don't come around the party office. will be end up in confrontation with the police.
Me na party pikin. We can welcome the guests and welcome. So now that we are peacefully for welcome the guests them for celebrate with them. We not come for do nothing. Neither for come for fight. Now peaceful come peacefully for welcome the guests them.
We don't understand. The police will see them all gone there, then they can't run after we. Then they fire. The other one complain. He say if you not come on, then they fire. We kill we. You don't pass this or we think come on. Women not get gone there, they get gone. We not get nothing for do. We not nothing. We not civilian. But now then they do that thing and they all for kill we. So we don't know nothing.
We get program at party office. Now we can peacefully for we can sit down. Now we listen waiting the big people they talk. Now we see that they pass with motoka all gone them. Up and down, they can't get to me. Then una now they watch them, what do they do? We not go there where putting up. They pass with gun the left and right for to get to me.
Well, according to allegation, they peacefully provide security when stone begin for them.
We not see no stone because we not care for problem. We not see no stone. Now sit they watch. We not care for alala. They understand. We can't see all observe. We know what they happen. Then begin run after people. They take gun. They parade all over the country. Then they make who they afraid like now what we get. And not so what we get. Who they afraid. Who can una cities there. Cities get the right for.
This make Radio Democracy talk to Ibrahim Samai, Commissioner of Police and head of the OSD, who have been there on the ground.
Well, this then do a request for let we give them coverage. The police give them coverage for this meeting today, and we provide the coverage because the intel we will get from themselves is that a certain group among them one can cause halal and the meeting, and we duty for maintain law and order. So we come there, and that is what we are doing here basically.
According to Commissioner Samai, they been get list where the APC leadership give them, and anybody we know in this list, not they come around the party office.
Yeah, well then the party leadership provide we a list of people that were for attend the meeting. So you were not on the list. I think we not allow you to go there, and now they will try to tell them, let them understand.
Now you get the bystanders, them, the party supporters, them we they stand by. We'll talk to them and say, then come around for can listen. They've been snap peacefully when police start for Sentia gas. If somebody snap peacefully, somebody will ask why police need for Sentia.
That is not true. We don't get the intel already say that the people then they the one can disrupt the meeting. And we duty for maintain law and order. We not go allow few people then for miscarry the plan where it get national interest. We not go allow that one. You see the biggest stone police. You don't see the police now with them boss in head. I don't care when I was supposed to just now. They boss 2-3 policemen in head before we begin to use tear gas for this past day. I think that one is minimal enough.
Almost arrest.
Well, that will be determined. We don't find out yet.
But we make arrest.
We did arrest. Yeah. They are going to investigate them for being riotous.
But with all this, APC party supporter them, they still come around the party office, make her ask one of them why they not trust the leadership for talk on their behalf.
They say international all for can look into problem who can at the country. Now they could come for no who can listen. No, they don't tell you say Samura don't sell we for vote or vote. Samura don't tell you they say if they defend vote, they know who say vote they go. But not today, that let make today who come for no can listen for himself. You know I can nobody for tell we.
That you not trust the APC leadership again for represent you now?
Not on the APC you don't trust. The problem is not on the APC you don't trust. The people that will come now, the one that know say for say they suffer in the country. Now who come, not only people that will trust them, but who can be one now for see for whoever for whoever voting and they talk. If you then call meeting, but president they come on course outside and they welcome them. People that they come on welcome them. If you get stranger and a kind of area, you know for welcome them. If somebody come, he come for a problem, you know for
the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party, CDI Tunis, say them people here, not to APC party supporter, and then been disown them.
Well, we not see any saga way happen now. If that they happen, that not to APC people. Because we don't expect any APC person for behave in that manner. And that is exactly why we call the police, for ensure say we maintain law and order. Because when people post things on social media, some people can take advantage of it. We get way where they communicate with APC people and they know how for behave when we get meetings like this. But because we be aware say there may be people who may want to come and cause chaos now, for give the impression as if now we membership and we supporters. That is why we call the police for maintaining maintain law and order.
According to the detainees, dem go use the media and other way them for talk to them party member them. But waiting the common at the tripartite recommendation with support from Mange Mansari for Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
Well, as he gets from that report, that's now waiting happen at the APC party office yesterday. We said they meet with delegation with the international community, with the moral guarantors them for Sika, the tripartite committee, and also other resolutions them we've been passed now the meeting with them be all have been to money we've been born with the tripartite committee and other resolutions them born out of. For can discuss waiting happen at the party office in detail, we get now the program lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara. We himself been the part of the meeting. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, me esteemed panelists them, or moderators. I'm so happy for can discuss exactly what happened yesterday to Sierra Leone and most especially to APC Fambul them, make them exactly understand what them people then come for and what you will discuss.
We don't get a synopsis from CD Tunis. We himself been the part of the meeting. Before look at the meeting in details, before this program or before the meeting at 10, the APC party supporters them, they don't come around the party office in good number with placards them. We then say we want democracy, we want the right plenty things them. And you get from them inside that report, they say, then self one go listen for themselves because they not trust the leadership or go explain to them again what they happen between there and the international community or any negotiation. How the APC reach that state?
Firstly, what you add we not correct, now that they not say they not trust the leadership. I listen from the excerpt exactly where you play, that they say they self one listen our first hand. Not that they not trust the leadership, but they self one listen our first hand to which the people and can talk.
So if they trust the leadership, why then for good for themselves?
No, please, let us don't provoke an argument between me and you two.
So logo,
you understand? Firstly, waiting the visitors then come for, not of an open meeting then come get for say they want to talk to the leadership of the APC and that of its supporters. No, the meeting was so specific that the delegation say we want to talk to the leadership of the APC. And when you say you want to talk to the leadership of the APC, it's distinct and different from talking to the leadership of the APC and its supporters. So that will not make the meeting an open meeting. However, the people, the supporters of the APC still continue to trust the leadership of the APC in the person of the Honorable Alhaji Minkailu Mansari, the Secretary General, the Publicity Secretary, and all national officers. Then believe in them and make them give them the mandate for provide leadership at this penultimate moment. However, we said the reason which people them say, then don't get so much misinformation out there, and that then they find it difficult as to who that exactly they talk the truth. Because the party where they believe in its leadership, they come out very frank. They say, you know what? Let us get a full and frank discussion. Let we talk to ourselves. Let we understand, say, indeed, this is the status quo. Whilst and other facets, they disseminate different information. We don't make the people out there, they find it now difficult as to who that really they provide credible information.
All right, you mentioned about misinformation where you say they happen between supporters them. Waiting actually they go wrong. We make them supporters are not able to get the right information from the APC leadership.
Beautiful. Firstly, we for understand say the APC get what we call a constitution where they regulate in affairs, and thus we get the person of Dr. Samura Kamara, we now former flag bearer for both 2018 and 2023, and for which by constitutional provision in leadership now the APC don't elapse. So all you need for come out and tell the people out there is that indeed I don't lost 2023 elections, but we all know the circumstances around them. That A, the elections don't be credible. 2, we not ever accept the results where Corner publish, and that we challenge that result for say that result not reflects the votes in this country. But however, we cannot always fight to win. We cannot always disagree by pelting stones, macheting each other. But rather, in democracy, we agree to disagree. irrespective of the fact that this thing don't happen, so we don't get what we call the tripartite. We don't get resolutions or recommendations inside the tripartite. We're going to make waiting don't happen so 2023 it not ever happen again in this country. And so waiting we don't succeed for do. Now that we don't put recommendations there in place, where they equally make sure say that leverage where government will get in 2023 for do waiting and do so, for publish result and without a quorum, for publish result without disaggregated data, for publish result without vetting the result, for publish result without even the ballot box, they don't know even time for know whether these ballot boxes were tampered with, and if they are tampered with, waiting at the procedure way they go about for doing. We don't put checkmates then to that one day now in this tripartite recommendation. Right. However, 2023 is done and dusted.
Right.
Nothing is now going to happen out of 2023. For say we forget new elections, no. For say we change president bill, no. But the only thing now, we they put modalities in place for make sure say waiting happen 2023, not they repeat itself again.
Right. So
that's the position. That's the message we have to give to our people now.
Alright, so waiting at the wrong information at this moment.
The wrong information now
we supported them to get from the
good.
APC.
In the wisdom of the chairman, yesterday, make him very clear to the moral guarantors. He said, please, when they go out now after this meeting, wanna make a communique or a press release. Make them clear, say, in fact, people and say, well, when don't cancel, when they can't pull President Bio today and install President Samura Kamara as president. He said, people they all over the place say, today, na democracy, then they can't pull the president, they give we own president. He said, so this information is too much, this misinformation too much. Wanna make a press release clearly for tell people and say, we are not care for elections anymore, but we are care for can do what we call assessment of national unity agreement and the recommendations that we born out of the national the tripartite way na resolution 3 of the national unity agreement, and if how far we don't go for implement the resolutions there from the 8 resolutions from the national unity agreement, which one we want to do completely implement, which one will not partially implement, which one will not day on the verge for implement. Again, go to resolution 3, when are the lifeblood of the whole agreement, meaning the tripartite, waiting then at the tripartite recommendations, the one will not begin to do, what will not achieve and what will not achieve. That is exactly what they come for. No more, no less.
Before we go for that break, you said the 2023 election is done and dusted.
Completely.
But who said the misinformation they come out, as you self mentioned, say some party supporters believe, say, still they go for pull Mother Bill and put Samura as president. Who said this misinformation they come out?
Far from achieving. Then they know they ever happen again.
Who said the misinformation they come out?
Because people then when they support Samura Kamara or Samura Kamara himself not able to come out clearly and tell people and say, you know what, 2023 is done. Now the only thing we don't achieve now this country now will be a legacy for me Samura Kamara. Now that in the tripartite where we form, we don't put recommendations then they will make sure say even now for appoint the national returning officer, except people not go one day they don't do it again.
Now for get things clear, is it that na supporter of Samura Kamara or Samura Kamara in leadership the misinformed supporters of the APC?
For me, I will say this and I want to be on record. It is Samura Kamara. The question is why. Samura Kamara they provide leadership for the one that will believe in him and the one that will support him. Let us understand it's very clear. Sometimes when you want to take people accountable, you take the head accountable. If Samura Kamara don't come out to the people and to his supporters and tell and say, you know what, 2023 is finished. 2023 done. You know what? But I achieved something which is very significant for democracy in this country, and that is the tripartite. And now me they make sure say all the recommendations that were in the insider tripartite, we make sure say we implement them, and we wait till we need for take when a legal framework. We make sure say the legal framework achieved. What we need for say now legislative agreement with make sure say we take these reforms in the parliament, pass these laws. What we fix in an administrative achievement, we make sure say we take them up with these people and these different actors, and what the APC do, we put them into 4 thematic areas. That these areas that already born out of the tripartite get 4 thematic areas, and so Samura Kamara now need for champion these areas. Say, although I don't lost 2023, which was not really genuine, which was born out of serious electoral fraud, but however, me not a peaceful Sierra Leone, we believe in dialogue over confrontation. Please let me just land. We believe in dialogue over confrontation. Now this is what I have achieved for Sierra Leone. The tripartite, the recommendations there, they are genuine, they are pure. If only we achieve all these recommendations in the tripartite, waiting happen 2023 will never happen again in this country. That is a landmark achievement.
In which capacity Samura go do this? Because according to the APC constitution, after 6 months, he lost his position as
he comes
leader of the
again as
party.
a former flag bearer. So don't forget this one. My brother, you say we sit down here, you get people that will like you, will believe in you. Whatever you tell them, they take it hook, line, and sinker. Whatever you tell them, even if you tell them now today, say, me, mama, we born me a man, they will believe. Because they have this blind loyalty. So Samura just need to come out to the people and say, you know what? 2023 is finished. But I have equally achieved something which is a novelty in Sierra Leone. We're going to make sure so what happens to not ever happen again. That's an achievement.
Okay.
We will celebrate him for that.
Right.
But stop misinforming people that no, election not done until it's over. It's not yet over till it's what is not over.
Right.
For heaven's sake.
These are serious allegations them this morning and over the past
the question of saying what is, it is not over till it's over. What is not over?
We plenty people the point and pass Samura Kamara. How comes una no say na Samura Kamara they misinform the public about elections again?
The point which is again here is this Sierra Leone, let us be honest to ourselves. We need for discontinue that fact saying I want to play safe. When you as media practitioners, active people in the media landscape, we don't hear Samura Kamara don't come out and tell you say 2023 is over. Who say you don't ever cover that story? None. But I will put on to you say you don't hear on several occasions say 2023 is not yet over till it is over. The question you ask is what is not yet over?
No, you didn't at the party.
No.
We are journalists. You didn't at the
no longer
party.
It's about party business.
You didn't at the party.
Let us understand that the security and peace and quiet of this country borders on every one of us. So it's immaterial whether I mean APC or SLPP. What's important as Sierra Leone come first. The peace of this country is what we defend jealously. And so waiting for try to make sure here is that let us be honest to ourselves. These 2023 elections are over. However, the elections that were announced by Kinewe Kone, they were manned by fraud. The APC onto this point at the top now with a challenge that result to not accept until the next one.
So now
I am making my point here. This is very critical. We not accept that result from today next one. Because we know that result we announced not reflects the majority of Sierra Leone, not reflect the will of the people. But however, do you think we have to go out there and machete ourselves? No. Samura Kamara don't succeed for say, you know what? It's a election of politics not to do or die. We accept now, so you tell we. It's not to do or die. Okay, we don't accept not to do or die. What you don't give we now the tripartite. Allow them to implement the tripartite to its fullest and tell the people and say, hey, 2023 done here, but the only thing I achieve now that I don't put mechanisms in place as a technocrat. I don't put fine policies then. Recommendation we go make sure say that way the 2023 election not go happen again. That's just the message you give to people, and there's total peace in this country.
Now, if you say the 2023 election is done and dusted, this now one of the few statements them we clarify this from the All People's Congress APC party, but after the election we not ever see the party come out and say congratulations Madabio, despite what we get we accept that this election done. Will they see APC come to that and do that?
How can you get the APC doing that when one faction they say it is not yet over till it's over, whilst other faction they say no, this is over, let us move ahead, the party will move forward, we need to prepare ourselves for 2028. That's exactly what the moral guarantors that come yesterday they remind me. They say APC what they do so not that. In fact, in the exact words of the head of delegation Fatima Tutumbajan, he said when they always left salon, he said they left in Esna salon. And in fact, in the exact words again, he said he happy now that he noticed the former flag bearer Samura Kamara don't begin to cooperate with the party. He don't begin to kind of party office because after election, they go to party office. You understand? So there are no many things that are happening here. Even Pastor tell me you too. So the point is this: how the party will able to operate freely, safely when this faction they say this and. How many people know they already caused Mikhail Masari because he said we in a party office once and say we go into convention 2026. And by APC constitution, these national officers, then they re-elect them back 2026.
All right.
And 2026, we have to prepare ourselves for 2028 because the constitution says we will not get a flag bearer 2 years before election.
Okay.
So all these things, the more we continue to get yourself divided, the more we continue to fight for electoral, say, over till it's over. Like the time they still a victory.
All right. Now, according to you and the party now that up till now, we not believe the result of ECSL, wherein the announced President Bill as the winner for the 2023 election. The party gets the data where they should say, actually, Madabio no win this election.
We submit everything to the tripartite committee. In fact, annexed to it, or to the recommendations that we will submit to President's Bill. In fact, the RRF forms, raw one, they will pack them na bag there. We carry them go na the place. You people follow this all over the place. We'll pack them over hundreds of bags. The RRF forms are all over this country for sure. You say, look the RRF, the presidential results.
Well, according to Mohamed Bangura, we know your colleague now that.
Which Mohamed Bangura, Dandy?
Honorable.
Mohamed Bangura and my colleague who say?
From the APC party.
No, they are big.
They say up till now,
no.
They say una no put it.
Mohamed Bangura has never been my colleague.
But
me and Mohamed Bangura not share the same party ideology.
But they not the same party.
Well, I don't believe they mean to the same party. Me the APC, Mohamed Bangura not the APC.
Alright. Continue for the with me inside the program. In name na lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara, and a member of the APC party publicity team, as we there for talk about meeting yesterday where the moral guarantor then gets with the leadership of the APC party.
We don't talk about some of the issues that may happen before this meeting. Look into the meeting proper na the party office. What will be the thing them way una discuss inside this meeting as we don't get CD don't give we half of them? What in the thing them in detail?
Okay. Firstly, we discuss, like I say, the international partners we come, they come on what we call an assessment tour. And our one for make I explain what assessment simply means. Assessment simply means like when they say and you work for do or we don't agree on certain thing, they say now this one I don't agree on now unanimously, and then they say when I for start for work on now. So people and they provide an oversight. So then you can ask on a routine basis. For say this thing when I say when I do, how far when I don't do which one I don't achieve, which one I don't achieve yet. You understand? So then come on an assessment tour. So amongst so many things that we discuss, because the CANFOR can assess exactly the ANU, then they will call them the agreement of national unity. You understand? So inside that agreement, we will get 8 key resolutions. Where one say for make what you call for denounce all hate speeches and blah blah blah, we don't do 100% implemented. We say parliamentarians, they will councillors, they will mayors, them they all for return back now. Parliament and a council, we don't do 100%. We say President Bill and Samura Kamara, former flag bearer, therefore gets a symbolic presentation to the country, say indeed there is peace and they want peace and quiet, we don't do one. So resolution 3, we are the lifeblood of the whole thing, we bond this tripartite. Get so many things we be trying for address with some nothing not begin panait. In fact, first, make I make this clear. From the 1st of July, we then present the tripartite recommendation to President Bill. So today, it's over 3 months now. A singular step has not been taken in the implementation of say.
What is resolution 3? What do you say?
That there should be a tripartite committee where then go solely charged with the mandate for investigate the 2023 elections and previous elections. You understand? And so then could make recommendations, you understand, for future elections so that what happen 2023 not go get a repetition anymore. That's exactly what it is about. And again, amongst the other recommendations that were for free political motivated, therefore discontinue politically motivated cases, therefore release what you call arrested or detained persons where they arrest on political protest or election issues. All these things are yet to be done. Do you understand? So we have issues them now, the 8 recommendations we fully implemented. We get other recommendations and the 8 recommendations we partially implemented, and we get others we not do nothing yet.
Now,
yes,
the resolutions then are 8, but the 2 most popular one them now one we get for do with the tripartites and also the one we get for do with the for free political prisoners them. where the APC for put a list forward.
Okay.
How far with that before we can look at the tripartite and the roadmap?
Okay, make I give you exactly the position of the APC. The APC say, they say one of the key provisions of the ANU was to release all individuals who were arrested, detained, or charged for their involvement in the 2023 elections and related civil protests, informed by a list to be submitted by the APC and other political parties. This resolution was intended to restore justice to those who were unjustly targeted and to provide national reconciliation by escalating tensions between opposing political groups. Despite the APC and other political parties submitting lists of individuals who were wrongfully arrested or detained, the SLPP government has failed to act on these resolutions. Many of these individuals remain in prison, and no meaningful steps, underline that one, and no meaningful steps have been taken towards their release. This refusal to comply with the agreement is a clear violation of both the spirit and the intent of the ANU, I mean the Agreement of National Unity. The APC now urges the moral guarantors to hold the SLPP government accountable for this violation and to ensure that the release of political detainees is treated as a matter of urgency. That's our position. Telling you that the government has taken no significant meaningful steps towards that. So it is.
Alright, for get things clear again, when I don't submit the list to government.
Again, that provokes again the social media thing I was talking about. We don't submit. You see the counter tweet between the chief minister and the secretary general. When the secretary general said we get 318 people in detention, chief minister tweets saying 15, you see.
Because I just want to ask almost people then
but the point
are
is,
the list.
Now we get with people them. Now we know people them. When we can have prisons, we do a head count and then give a list of statistics of people when they're in detention or remand areas where these people are only brought there based on political issues. So and this was the list that was comprehensively submitted. When we say now, the next thing they say for beginning they even tell them say what did they arrest the person for, we don't have the law with the representative, what not the case facts. So just to give you bottlenecks, challenges along the line for make sure they're not ready for even implementing.
Alright, so in brief, just give listeners them few names of people already part of that list.
I cannot give at this point because I'm not privileged to that list at this moment. But I know say we have so many people in there, and there's a committee set up by the party for specifically handle this area.
It's a one list now about 300. Who say most of them people are there?
I can still not confirm. Or majority they are all over the country. Some are from Bomb, some are from Kenema, some people in the arrested in Abo, Freetown, Waterloo, and a host of other places. Now, so it's just all over the place.
Now one concern about this implementation of this resolution now that on November 26, incident will happen in a saloon where they open the prison, where most of the prisoners them escape. And this now the maximum center for detained people or imprisoned people where government they say most of the people within the list we don't come out.
Well, I think say we do this submission job after November 26 and we'll be doing in tandem with the director of prisons. So we equally take note of what the chief minister say some don't escape or some they don't know ABCD. But however, what we try for say those that are still there, where Boku no say they not get nothing way for make them escape or run away. It just like that symbolic thing where LJ do, where them get that prison break, where he come out, he come back to surrender himself. So most of the people when they did when our own party people feel say they are genuine. They don't need to run for anything. Their hands are clean, so they still remain for the day. And these are the people who they ask for they release.
So after the November 26, now we submit the list.
Yes, of course.
Anybody they part of this list were involved in the November 26 incident or any other thing?
No.
Now, when we don't get this meeting with them moral guarantors here, when I don't talk about some of their resolutions here, but let we look at the one of the resolutions them we are the tripartite. According to CD, the APC not agree with the roadmap when they don't set for this tripartite. What's in there about this roadmap where APC not agree about?
Firstly, understand this thing say it is called the Agreement for National Unity. You cannot set a roadmap where hinge on national issues and it becomes an SLPP team. It must reflect the main opposition, and it must have a saying in it. Because the steering committee first, where they don't propose for implement the roadmap. Let me start with the steering committee first. It has approximately 16 or 8 cabinet ministers fully involved. Do you know what is beginning to happen? You're beginning to put right from the inception a bottleneck. How can you have 8 or 16 cabinet ministers in a steering committee wherein they can discuss national issues, and the composition, if it is 20, you don't get 16 who are cabinet ministers? What are the 4 people going to do if that's the position?
Okay.
It's basically a one-sided show. And so the APC, they ask, we need what we call an equal representation in the steering committee, one, and that steering committee must be co-chaired. Because what they can discuss is not only for the interest of SLPP, it's not only for the interest of APC, but it's for the interest of our collective all. It's for the interest of all of us as Sierra Leonean. What is in the best interest of Sierra Leone? And so it must have a win-win situation. But however, what you see the pinpoints were very strategic and fundamental, not at the roadmap itself. How will I go about for even design the roadmap with no participation from the main opposition? How did you go about it? How did you design this framework? Which are the yardsticks when I use? Who are these people when I assemble for even put these papers together?
So when actually when I see this roadmap?
In fact, we not even see it itself. We are just informed that a roadmap has been made available for the implementation of the recommendations of the tripartite, and a steering committee is proposed with 6 or 18 16 cabinet ministers in that proposed list.
But I don't reach out to government for Leone get a full detail.
Yes, of course, we have done that one.
They don't give una now?
No. You know, let me make this thing clear. You see, one thing where SLPP they do, which is very, very not fair to Australians, is
it
their
the
public appeal.
Is it the SLPP or government?
It's the SLPP government. I say the SLPP government.
But
the government is the SLPP.
But the SLPP not only represents the tripartite.
Who is
we
President
talk about
Bill?
government.
Who is President Bill? President Bill is president through which party?
But let me just get.
When you say the SLPP government simply means the current government.
No, you don't put that now. See the SLPP government. Go ahead.
That's the point I'm making. The problem with the SLPP government is that their public sympathy to say we want peace, they come to the gallery. But when these people come now to sit to the round table and agree on certain things, their unwillingness to implement in it is the default. Then they can sit down, talk fine, put on a paper, chief minister quick for sign, but tell her now they can't implement. Then you see how they drag your foot. Then you see how they count all kinds of strategy for delay the entire process. This is their strategy, and this is the strategy we have noticed, and it is disingenuous to Sierra Leone.
All right.
It is not in the best interest of Sierra Leone.
We don't talk about the thing them we una make up of the implementation of the 8 resolutions them we one of the resolutions here na the tripartite committee with the recommendation they about now. But we start on a note of what happened at the party office yesterday. And if you go to the party office, when you listen to the party supporters, it seems as if the APC is like divided among the party supporters. Would they for Samura, or would not they for Samura? Would they for candidate A or B? This in any way they affect the APC party for come together, for channel them voice, for implement the tripartite or the 8 resolutions them with the tripartite now one of them.
Okay. Firstly, yesterday like we with man they say the last straw we pierced the camel's back. Finally, we don't know who that talk true, who that not they talk true. Where the party executive they talk true, or now Dr. Samura Kamara be they misinformed. Yesterday everything lay bare. In fact, in the exact words of the head of delegation, it remind me right inside the meeting, who will be there. He said, come back for re-echo the same thing we be talked before the agreement for national unity. We tell Samura Kamara say, I know they come na year for can do anything about to rerun. He said, now the same thing back at Kanaya, and not Kaya for say ECOWAS they can pull Madabio and put new president. He said no. He said Akaya purposely for Kando to call an assessment of the implementation of the recommendations or the resolutions. But however, what's very disingenuous what they say from Dr. Samura Kamara, now that right from the inception before the National Unity Agreement, they don't tell and say, when will they go into this agreement? We not get for go do anything we concern rerun elections. The party warner say, Dr. Samura, let we not go into money. Because waiting the people they want, this election will not cost so not credible. So waiting we want one rerun. In fact, when CD and I think say I don't want to call names, but the most popular person is CD at Tunis. It challenge and say, "Party seller will not sign up." In fact, now he make when he go into money, he go sign up. When he be the select people, cherry cocoa equally also member. When he say, "Let we not sign this," when he compose the tripartite committee, it deliberately and technically eliminates them. So these are people they're not ready for suicide. He say he will control her. Say, Epa, no go sign this thing, not get anything but wrong. He said, me to go sign her. But when you come out in, I can say, no, real, we can't get it wrong.
But that means
that is the back of disinformation.
Perhaps you do have a defect of peace.
No, this is right. You see one thing, you nip it in the bud. What is very clear and honest, start it right from the inception. This is the challenge. That was the beginning of misinformation. However, when they don't tell her now one day, they go ahead. Go and tell people, they say, no, real. The tripartite they can't give we rerun. We don't tripartite, we recommend. We don't go give to, not to president, we go give. How they go give rerun to the policy bank where you get for example? Do you see sense in it really? Still come back to the people, tell the people, they say, this thing not done. They say, no, worry, it's not yet over, it is over. But yesterday, they don't tell us, say, this thing, it is over. We are only here to assess how far the tripartite don't go. Now, ain't no more we can pa. And indeed, the judge, whenever they go and say the judge don't can, they can give verdict, say pull Madabio, Samura Kamara, and they can clear. In fact, the video they all over social media. We didn't remind APC say 2028 not be too far. We wanna make sure say these recommendations and we wanna follow them to the latter, so that we wanna not go get a reoccurrence of what happened 2023. What again needs to be said. Right. I am here bluntly making it very clear.
All right, you say for.
But however, quickly, what I don't want to forget. Now the area where we touch the issue of the political detainees. Now you to see the chief minister make headlines. He go put job, he go pay fines for detainees. They say they pull it. He say because the fines are when they pay na 50,000, 100,000 because they poor, they not able pay afford that, so men not in detention. This is the same chief minister with the people when they arrest them or some people and during the August 10 or whatever it is, blah blah blah. So that it not even be the part of the process. If you just they go to market for go buy in plazas, they arrest them. Say today they detention, they not go left for them.
All right, so
that is telling you again the dishonesty, the insincerity of these people.
So you mentioned
that
say
they will come to the table, fanfare. Now look can sign paper, chief minister quick for sign.
All right, you mentioned say
but
chief minister. You mentioned you say chief minister gonna put you and go pay fine for people and pull them because according to you say they not get money.
No, according to me, according to him.
Okay,
they not get. People are not able to pay the fines the way they give them. These fines are minimal, so they able to afford them.
All right, so
but the question is, somebody go political detainees the way they did it.
Somebody go ask. What you wrong with the steps the way chief minister take? Because guess you know as a lawyer, one of the thing the way they make the prison the overcrowd. Not due to some of them petty crime then they you not think say or waiting wrong with the steps of chief minister.
Now the point I am saying is the willingness of government to implementing the resolutions and the back and the spirit of the agreement of national unity.
But chief minister not do on behalf of government.
Brother, they are the council now. But chief minister gets a two capacity here. One, his own personal or private capacity, and two, his official capacity. I am addressing him in his official capacity. That if you get this conscience, say, I want to decongest the prisons because people then they were not able to pay these fines. While equally you say moral conscience, so they tell you say there are people there who are political detainees for actions or inactions they not commit, they don't get anything for do with them for facilitating same for making release them. That's the point I'm putting to bear. I'm laying bare. These are the facts that they bring to the table. If you get that conscience, say people and then at detention for 100,000, 200,000, 250, they cannot afford. What about those poor people who are there detained on political grounds for very weak and fictitious claims. Why you not equally facilitate, and for which there's a resolution when me and you two don't sign, say these people you need for left them, you know, left them. In other words, when APC they tell you so we get 380 people, they tell you say now 15 you see. Who is saying who is being honest here?
Now, let we look at now the.
So I'm telling you that the SFPP government, they are so good at coming to the table to sign papers. They are very deliberate and disingenuous to actualizing and implementing those agreements. This is my position.
Let we look at the APC itself as a party. When I don't talk about some of the concerns the Muna get as a party, we na the APC party, but again I've been making reference to what happen among party supporters na the party office, where some they this way and some they support A or B, and we see the running mate for the party inside the 2023 election, also 2028, we na Cheno Majuba, we don't go return a certificate of deputy leadership. And we see supporters, some they call again on Samura Kamara for returning yon. Is there any power struggle within the APC at the moment?
No, but to be honest, from what happened yesterday, I'm very certain that Dr. Samura Kamara don't see the reality. And I'd expect and say, if you not do until this, something go do until tomorrow, for making himself go tell the party, say, enough is enough, I don't hand over. It is now finally over.
The party get power struggle?
No, we don't get power struggle. The leadership of the party is intact. Dr. Samura Kamara was a former flag bearer of the APC and no longer a leader of the party. 6 months don't elapse, enough I not Sabiam self as leader. Me Sabiam as a former flag bearer of the APC. Full stop. Cherry Coco was deputy leader, he don't go hand over, he don't come out there. In fact, you don't get office this self. The party now is being run by the chairman of the party. Prior to this time, the party began what we call the chairman and leader. But that position we don't diffuse them. Now we get the leadership separate and the chairmanship separate.
If Samura not still there at this position, are you able to represent and implement some of the things them we gonna the column for do now? Because Cherry Coco one of the people who will not be part of the meeting yesterday. Because
he's no longer a leader, a deputy leader. He's just like me, you and I now. He's a very senior party official, blah blah blah, maybe an honorable member, blah blah blah. He belongs to different executive layers of the party, but he's no longer a leader of the
so
party.
that means if Samura self go return his certificate, no go attend meetings like
no,
this.
we can call them, but we called Dr. Richard Conte yesterday attend as one of the members. Then at the tripartite we call Dr. Karim Kamara attend. Me self be attend the meeting.
Okay.
So we can call them. These are people who are very senior stalwarts in the party, very senior party officials who need expertise in different areas. So we can call them when the need arises. But the fact remains, he's no longer a leader of the party, and he's now known as the former flag bearer of the APC.
All right, before we take break, who are the best person personally we think say for lead the APC party for Leone win the 2028 election?
Do you think I will answer that question?
Now make her ask.
I am here to discuss exactly what happened yesterday na party office and which exactly the objective where the people that come for.
Got some of the messages them Muna don't send on the number 077-981-981. Also now we Facebook page. The first one where they take Naya come from Mystic Nadwazak. He say yesterday meeting was timely because peace is vital to sustain our democracy. Just that the APC party executive should regularly update the public with regard to their party activities so that the level of misconception will be minimized considering the global public perception.
This other one say thanks very much Honorable Abdul Karim for the blunt message this morning.
This one from Alaji Imran, our Facebook page, says Samura should be cautioned for what happened yesterday. He's still fooling his supporters. We move on with the national executives. Imran from London.
This one from Patrick Musa Momodu say it is good that the international community have make it very clear to the APC senior members yesterday that the elections is over and over. Not only Dr. Samura Kamara has been misleading us, but even some elite in the party has been misleading us. Thank God the case is closed yesterday.
This one Martin from New England Ville. The police should remind the APC party of necessity to adhere to Public Order Act number 46 of 1965 and the Road Traffic Regulation of 2007. urging compliance with legal protocols during events from Macton and Englandville.
The last one I will take because of term from Mystic Nadwazaki say, as a party, many of your members were arrested by police. Have you made any move for their release?
Well, because of time, we come to we studio guests for respond to the messages we don't send so far.
Thank you so much. I take right from the latter. Yes, serious steps have been taken since yesterday for the one that we then all. However, we realize the majority of them we cannot even to party members them. So like I don't know who side them come off for just for can disrupt the entire peace and quiet and the intent of that meeting.
Any number of the people that we arrest?
We still try for liaise with Media One and the appropriate authorities for make. But anyway, yesterday we don't release some the whole sabi, we some they just team up because like you know for any we riot the even the one we team up we no concern the king just all falls until they begin the cipher now for no it really was in the riotous conduct. So they can facilitate down there and so many people that we don't left yesterday. The other point is that there's not like power struggle in the APC. The only problem will be the face switch now the area of this misinformation. But thank God yesterday like the one texter say the meeting yesterday was timely, and thank God the party there on its right footing, and we believe in the leadership of Alhaji Minkailu Mansare and all party executive, the Secretary General, the Publicity Secretary, the National Organizing Secretary, and everybody with the work tirelessly for make sure say we take over the reins of government in 2028 legitimately.
All right, plenty. Thank you for joining us at the program this morning.
So I am grateful. Thank you.